Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, excuse me. Mr. Chair, because the last time I was here, I was only allowed 2 questions by you. And yet, mga kasamahan ko dito, bilang respeto sa mga kasamahan ko, they were allowed na 1 to sawa. Dapat maging fair ka, Mr. Chair. Pag sinabi mong 2 questions, 2 minutes talaga, you have to stick with it. You're not being fair, Mr. Chair.
I am fair kasi nandito kasi.
No, kasi nung last time sabi mo sa akin 2 questions lamang. Sabi mo 1 question. Sabi ko, tinitipid mo ako, sabi mo 2 questions. And now, pinapayagan mo kahit na ilang questions. Be fair, Mr. Chair.
Teka muna, bago tayo magkaroon ng impression na walang fair dito. Noon, sinabi ko na in the earlier statement na como nag-uumpisa tayo noon at kinakailangan nating mabakate ang plenary at exactly 2:15, kaya tayo nagpadali. Kaya naman nasabi ko sa inyo kasi ngayon sa dami ng gustong magtanong kaya binigyan natin ng tigpa 5 minutes ngayon. Kaya lang I am following a schedule here. Ito pa yung nandito wala na si Senator Marcos. Tapos ka na.
Mr. Chair.
Chairman,
Chair,
I made the motion, Mr.
Mr.
Chairman. I have a pending motion, Mr. Chair.
I second the motion.
And duly
Kasi
seconded,
tapusin
Mr. Chair.
muna natin yung bitin na kasi hindi tayo na para tayo nagpapatintero, Madam Kowa eh.
Malungkot lang ko ito, 2 punto, Mr. President. Unang-una, yung mamatay sila sa sama ng loob. Kami, Mr. President, hindi mo po kami mapatay sa sama ng loob dahil hindi na po masama ang loob namin dahil tanggap na namin na kami ang minority. Ang kinasama lang ng loob namin is bakit kailangan pang patayin kami sa sama ng loob? Hindi na po masama ang loob namin. Tanggap na namin na kami minority. At pangalawang punto, Mr. President, gimmick lang ng minority yan. Ang Senado po, hindi po ito noon time TV show na puro gimmick ang ating tinitingnan dito. Kami po ay nag-raise dito ng legitimate issues which requires legitimate attention. So Mr. President, ako po ay nalulungkot which brings me to my parliamentary inquiry, Mr. President, na yung si Bryce Hernandez, yung kanyang custody was transferred, physical custody, I'm talking about physical custody, was transferred from the Pasay City Police Station to the Senate Sergeant at Arms room. Through yung from correction, from Camp Crame to Pasay, it was done through plenary action.
Floor. And parang sinisita mo yung Senate President, which is very unparliamentary. But nevertheless, I will answer you. Like for example, yung sinasabi nila na sumunod daw ako kay Martin Romualdez. Just because I mentioned that Martin Romualdez called me, does not mean that ako'y sumunod sa kanya. The request was coming from the House of Representatives. And the request was to retain Hernandez in the Congress. At doon ako hindi pumayag. Is that being tuta? So you cannot help but also think na sasama ang loob ko pag binabibintangan ako ng salita. Hindi po ba? So yun, anyway, mabuti na yung masagot natin yan. At sinasabi ko sa kanila, yung mga trolls yung mga sinasagot namin. Ngayon, to answer the issue of Mr. Hernandez, the majority leader may read the recommendation or the recommitment of Mr. Hernandez to the Senate custody. Yeah. Kung nabanggit kanina ni Senator De La Rosa, pasensya na, baka nabigla ako at nagamit ko yung salitang gimmick, Pero it could have been a wrong word that I should not have used, Pwede kasing opinion yun sapagkat yung public ang madalas kong marinig na sinagsasabi nun eh.
On September 9, in your interview with ANC Head Start with Ms. Karen Davila about the Blue Ribbon Chairman being a lawyer, your answer is, there is no such thing as a rule na dapat abogado yun. Abogado ka nga, di ka naman magaling mag-imbestiga, di ba? So useless. Mr. President, I'd like to put on record, there was no inclination from this representation na meron man lang kaming sinabi na ang chairman ay dapat, chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee ay dapat abogado. Wala po kaming kahit na shadow ng inclination. Any reference to that matter, wala po kaming sinasabi. Noong September 10 po, 2025, ang programa pong Sa Totoo Lang, sa 1PH, nandun po yata si Joe Francisco, Chicky Berhel, Cheryl Cosim. Ang sabi po ninyo, with reference to the affidavit of the Discayas, may suspetsa kami na inedit yung affidavit. Mr. President, ito po ay indirect affront to the integrity of this representation. Yung lamang pong pagsuspetsahan niyo na inedit yung affidavit, paano kayo nagsuspetsa? Ano po ang ginamit ninyong batayan at pagsususpetsahan ninyo na maring inedit yung affidavit?
In these interviews that the media has been conducting with me, ang totoo nga yan, sabi ko pa nga iniiwasan na interview eh. Kukunti pa nga yun eh. Pero whenever I am asked, I come up with my opinion. You don't like my opinion, but you have to respect it. In much the same way as I respect your opinion, whatever it is. No? But when it comes to the issue of legal, there are rules to follow. My opinion, as aired, kung hindi nyo nagustuhan, pagpasensya nyo ako. Kung hindi nyo nagustuhan yung mga sinabi ko, na opinion ko. Pero I never mentioned names. Wala naman akong binanggit na pangalan eh. Wala akong binabanggit na gano'n. You should not feel alluded to. Kung opinion ko hiningi, binibigay ko opinion ko, hindi ko tinatago. So if you don't like my opinion, I'm sorry, Mr. President. But that's how it is.
Mr. Chair, you were interviewed on Billionario Channel by Miss Pinky Webb. Basahin ko po, sabi niya, Senator Ping, para sa inyo, sino ba ang sabihin natin worth it or dapat na ikonsidera na state witness na ipasok man lang dito sa Witness Protection Program? And you responded, at this point between Discaya and Bryce Hernandez, Mr. Chair, question is, does the chairman has the prerogative or the right to make judgment?
No. That's my perspective, no? That's my personal opinion outside of the hearing or outside of this hall. So don't question my opinion.
I am not questioning your opinion, Mr. Chair, but you are the chairman of this committee.
Anyway, let's proceed with the
You are not interested in the prejudicial question that I am going to raise, Mr. Chair?
Go ahead, you raise your
Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa inyo eh.
You're
An
questioning my
investigator,
opinion.
we are investigating.
Away kagad tayo rito.
Mr. Chair, we are still in the
Hearing is
The point is, an investigator cannot be judged at the same time. Do not judge.
You're not judging.
No, ang importante rito is the objectivity, sinasabi ko na ngayon.
Are you trying to steal the show?
No. I am raising prejudicial questions.
Why are you so
Then should not
protective of
judge.
the Discayas? Why are you so protective?
I am not protecting them. Mabuti sinabi mo yan.
Resume. Mr. Alcantara, you proceed.
Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Alcantara, you proceed.
I will register my continuing objection, Mr. Chair. I will question the objectivity of these proceedings if you will not allow me raise these points. Maybe in the plenary this afternoon I will raise it.
Go ahead.
Perhaps,
Mr. Alcantara, you proceed with your statement.
Napoles cases, nauwi dun sa halip na absuelto, kulong. Baka hindi na nangyari itong mas malaking kurako. Plunder yung mga kaso nun nakakulong na nga, pero na-absuelto. Na-release ng korte. Pinakawalan ng ating hudikatura. So, ang dulo nito lahat naman, hudikatura So, kung maaari, maging sinyales din sa hudikatura na ang taong bayan, pag nakitang mabagal ang hudikatura, baka pati sila irali ng ating mga kababayan.
Well said, Senator Pangilinan.
To be weaponized for political grandstanding. I will not allow my honor, hard-earned and vindicated by the courts, to be sullied by careless remarks. And I hope the committee, the Blue Ribbon Committee, will expunge from the record such malicious and unwarranted remarks that serve no purpose but to malign and mislead. Thank you, Mr. President.
Just a very quick manifestation. For the record, there was no intention maligning any individual. In the manifestation we said earlier during the committee hearing of the Blue Ribbon Committee, wala pong personalan. Kaya ng nabanggit ng mabutihing senador, wala po tayong pinangalanan. Humihingi tayo ng unawa. Dahil bago pa nung hearing na yon, tayo po ay humurap sa judiciary. At doon din tinalakay at pinag-usapan ang problema ng conviction rates, particular ng Sandigan Bayan. 47% ang conviction rates ng Sandigan Bayan. Ibig sabihin sa bawat dalawang kaso, isa absuelto. That was the context, Mr. President, of our manifestation earlier. There was no intention of maligning any senator with that manifestation. For the record, Mr. President, and again, humihingi tayo ng unawa kay Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Wala pong personalan yung ating earlier manifestation. I hope he will understand.
Ang sabi po ni Senator Pangilinan, wala po siyang binanggit na pangalan. Pero napaka-obvious naman po ang kanyang sinabi kanina doon sa Blue Ribbon Committee. Nasabi niya, if I may quote, well, if I may, kung maaari ko siguro i-komento, siguro kung yung Napoles cases inauwi doon, halip na absuelto, ikulong, baka hindi na nangyari itong mas malaking prakot. Those were the words of Senator Kiko Pangilinan. Sino bang pinatatamaan niya? Sino bang pinatatamaan mo? Di ba? It's very obvious that I was being alluded to. Remember, Mr. Senator Pangilinan, that I was acquitted by the court. Are you questioning the decision of the court acquitting this representation? You're a lawyer. I'm not. You shouldn't be talking that way. You're undermining the judicial process in our country. You being a member of the bar. Thank you, Mr. President.
Nais ko lamang pong magpahayag ng saloobin hinggil po sa ilang mga pahayag sa pagdinig ng Blue Ribbon Committee kaninang umaga. Nalubhang nakakabahala po. Na tila nagpaparating na maari nating isang tabi ang umiiral na batas upang magbigay daan sa ikasisiya ng taong bayan. Bagamat lubos ko pong nauunawaan ang pangingibabaw ng kalooban ng taong bayan, meron po tayong mga demokratikong mekanismo upang isakatuparan ito. Napakalulungkot po kung ganito ang ating pagbibitaw ng mga salita na we can bend the law. Ipakita po natin na ang kalooban ng taong bayan ay maaaring maisakatuparan ng alinsunod sa balangkas na makaturungang pag-iiral ng batas. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat po.
I was the one who said this morning that sometimes we have to bend law. We don't have to. The point is, there's a Latin word that says, Vox Populi, Vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. The gentleman from Pampanga this morning was saying that it is not a requisite to return the money na kinuha po ng mga kontraktor, ng mga kumita po sa flood control project, Mr. President. Narinig ko po yung sigaw ng taong bayan. Ibalik ang pera namin. People were asking, the people are demanding. Isole yung pera na ninakaw sa kanila. Isole po ninyo ang inyong ninakaw. No ifs and buts. The only point is, Mr. President, whether I'm right or wrong, I stand to the wishes of the public, of the Filipino people. Ibalik ang perang ninakaw sa kanila. Period, Mr. President.
Kailangan po dumaan tayo sa proseso. Ang atin pong saligang batas ay malinaw na nagsasabi na may due process. Sumunod tayo sa batas. Yun lamang po, mga senador tayo. Gumagawa tayo ng batas. Ang batas kailangan sundin natin tayo mismo. Yun lamang po, wala naman akong gustong sabihin kundi yun lang. Maraming salamat po.
Wala pong ninakaw, kaya iba po yun eh. Parang you're comparing apples to oranges. Yung Bangsamoro po, hindi po nagnakaw, kaya yung sinasabi na kailangan kasuhan or something, hindi po eh. Ang sinasabi ko lang po ito malinaw na yung sinisigaw po ng mga kababayan natin ni Sole. And that's my own opinion, Mr. President. We have to return it. Kusa po, kung gusto po, kung sincero silang maging state witness, gusto po nilang mapasok sa Department of Justice, then siguro po, in good faith, Mr. President, isoli po nila yung mga nakuha po nila. That is all, Mr. President. I have no further statements. Thank you, Mr. President.